Hi and welcome. My name's Carol Macrae, and I often have people say, I'd really love to attend one of your workshops or classes on essential oils, but I just can't get there. So what I'm doing today is recording a video of an essential oils class on the basic home essentials kit, which has 10 of the most popular and most used oils in the Doterra range. So if you're already in my team or you're in another team, please go and grab your Home Essentials kit now. And once you've got that, sit down and grab a cuppa so that you can just relax and enjoy smelling those beautiful fragrances as we go through our workshop. Now, if you're not in my team, hopefully by now you've already contacted me and I've sent you out a little sample pack with the 10 essential oils. And on the other side, if you're sitting there with another one of my little team and they're just showing you through the oils, so you've got that information, then hopefully they will have the oils that you'll be able to then smell as we go through our workshop. So I'm in my office right now and I'm just going to show you what I've got set up, because if you are here, you'll be able to see these beautiful oils for yourself. And I've got my little box containing lots of my oils, not all of them because I've got so many, because I've become a little bit addicted to them. And I also have some of their beautiful throat lozenges for the winter, which is fantastic. And over here I've got just some of my other little samples and the little things that I've made up, the little roller bottles, which are absolutely fantastic. That says calm. I'm not sure if you're seeing that forwards or backwards. And I've got these other little containers with some of the oils in them, some of the beautiful oils like the rose, neroli, jasmine, hope, beautiful, and lavender, some other oils of mine that I have in my kit. And I've got my Doterra beautiful fragrance on right now. I think I've got Citrus Bliss in there, and I have another one over on the other wall as well. So now I'm just going to sit down and talk to you. So as you know, Doterra have been around for quite a while now. They've built themselves a reputation as a solid company that have the most pure therapeutic grade oils on the planet. And there are over 5 million people on the planet using Doterra oils. And that says a lot for me. So I figure that with that many people using these oils, there's got to be a lot of confidence in the company and a lot of knowledge. Now, I was hoping that I'd be able to video this call both front and back, but at this point I'm not sure how to turn this around because it's not letting me. There's no buttons and I'm just doing this on my phone. So what I'm going to do is just turn the phone and hopefully you'll be able to see it as well, because I have a screen here. And I've also got my backup plan, which is my little flip chart that I got from Gina, who's in our upline. And so what I'm going to do is bring this over a little closer so that I'll be able to show you some of the chart as well. Now, firstly, let's have a think about what are essential oils. Well, Doterra, firstly and foremost, are an essential oil company. And the word Doterra actually means gift from the earth or gift of the earth. This company was founded in May in 2008, and the company was built on a $60 million headquarters in Pleasant Valley in Utah. And as I said, there are already more than 5 million wholesale customers on the planet. And it quickly became the world's largest essential oil company. Now, there are 7 owners, and they had a common vision: to bring a new standard of therapeutic grade essential oil to the world, to create a new paradigm in the essential oil world, one that's never been achieved before. The oils are going to appeal to all people from beginner to advanced person, and they're considered, even people that are considered experts in the field, and everyone in between. They also wanted to produce an oil that was pure and unadulterated and delivered to the world exactly as it was produced from the earth. The owners wanted their sourcing efforts to also make a difference. Doterra wanted to have an oil in every home so that people could reach for that bottle in the middle of the night and use that oil to help their family whenever they needed to. Now, they also wanted to make it possible for everyone to become debt-free. Hence the fact that they are a multi-level marketing company, but not a pyramid scheme. And we can go into that later if you're interested in that pathway. However, most people just join Doterra so that they can use these wonderful products. So don't get caught up in it. Now, Doterra really are a company with heart. They've got co-impact sourcing, and co-impact sourcing is really about getting those oils from their country of origin where those plants are growing in optimum conditions. But it also means that they're joining partnerships with the people in the local communities so that they're travelling all over the world to those countries and starting up their businesses there and training all the local people how to do that work, how to grow the plants, how to harvest them sustainably so that they can continue to have those oils for the future, for future generations. So the Doterra Healing Hands Foundation is also one of the things that they do. And they've partnered with a company called, or a group of people that's called Underground Railway. This is something I'm really, really proud of, because what they do in Underground Railway is they rescue young girls that are being used for child sex trafficking. And so they're really out there making a difference. With the Healing Hands program, they also go into those different underdeveloped villages and countries, and they ask what can they do to give back to that community. And so what that means is they're building things like hospitals and schools and doing all kinds of community-based things so that the people in those countries will also benefit. So it's going to have a global impact, not just on using the oils, but also where they source them from and how they do their work ethically. Now, they have over 100 essential oils in their product range, and Doterra now source their oils from over 40 countries, and most, or more than half of them are developing countries. And so it's really wonderful to see that Doterra are really getting out there and making a difference in the big wide world, and changing communities and changing lives. Now, Doterra is all about education and support. And the good news is you don't even need to have an aromatherapy diploma just to start using Doterra oils. They are the best educators I know on this planet. There are so many different sources that you can use for your education. They've got online chat support, member services that we can ring anytime to get information. doterraeveryday.com has got all kinds of information. It's one of their websites. They've also now launched doterra.com in Australia. So that is actually means that we've now got our own specific website for our Doterra products and information. And they've also got another website called Source to You that's got all kinds of information, as well as the Doterra YouTube channel. And so you can learn just as much from all their videos and their training as you would if you were going and doing an aromatherapy course. Now, Gina is one of my uplines, as I mentioned, and Gina is a beautiful lady. She's a lady who had lupus, and if you have another look over here, you'll see that she was using all kinds of medication in the past, but of course now all she uses is essential oils and the products made by Doterra, and maybe one or two of her tablets rather than all the ones that she was using before. Now, I got onto Doterra because my friend Justine is using Doterra, and Justine is actually she runs a childcare centre. And my husband was working in that childcare centre teaching EHFIT classes to the teachers who would then train the children. So it's a self-esteem program, and it's just absolutely great for fitness as well, and building self-esteem in those kids. So Justine has been a friend of ours for many, many years. Her husband is one of Kim's old Taekwondo students, and Kim's been working in that preschool for over 6 years. And what he noticed with Justine was, firstly, a year before, she was walking with a walking stick because she'd been in an accident and her back was so bad. She had a lot of pain. And when she started using the oils, it started relieving that pain. And I'm really thankful to say that now Justine is free of the walking sticks that she used to walk with, and her back is great. And Justine also uses those oils in her preschool every single day. So she uses the On Guard spray on the benches to kill germs and make sure that the environment's safe for the children without the chemical and the toxic overload that most other cleaners actually have. Now, Justine also uses those oils to calm the children down. So she's got them going pretty much from the moment that door opens till the time the door closes in the day, with all sorts of beautiful oils that will calm the children or help them concentrate or whatever it is that she needs them to be able to experience from using the oils. And she swears by them. She says that they've made a huge difference. As a matter of fact, I was around visiting Justine one day, and one of her staff came up to her and said, "The children are really out of control. Can I put some more lavender piece in the Play-Doh?" And they both smiled and had a giggle, and Justine nodded. So I came home one evening and Justine and Kim were in the kitchen and she had her oils. And since many of my Reiki students are also using Doterra oils, and they've been using them for a year or two before me, and many had asked me to join their team, and I didn't want to upset anybody, so I was just paying full price and paying the retail price and buying them from different people because I didn't want to upset anyone. So when I came in, I said to Kim, "No, you can't join. It's going to get me in trouble with somebody. Somebody's going to be upset." And he said, "It's too late, I've already joined." And I went, "Yay, all right, well, in that case, I want to order some oils." So we joined that team, and I'm just so thankful that I'm in Justine's team and Gina's team, because they are authentic people that actually care about their little tribe. And it's the vein of energy that I wanted to be a part of. I know there are other teams in our town, one team in particular that has over 1,000 downline people, and they're really more probably about making their business and not so much about actually helping their clients, because I know that some of these people said they don't actually run any workshops or classes or do any training with their people in their tribe. And I really think it's all about communication, cooperation. I don't think about competition at all. I think there is such a big world out there, and we are all here to help each other. I'm also a Reiki master and teacher, and I've been doing Reiki for over 20 years. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and a 5-path hypnotherapist. So I work in the field of helping people. That is my calling. And when I found Doterra, when we started using them, I was just blown away by the effect of these oils. Now, I've been using oils for over 30 years, but nothing like these ones, because the fragrances are really pure. The oils themselves are pure, and I'm using them more therapeutically every day. I'm using them with my clients who might come in. I've had people with sore knees, and I had one lady in particular that I made a roller up for and said, "Here, try this." And a few days later, she contacted me and said, "The swelling's gone down a little, and the pain is gone from my knee." I had another woman who came in and she had a headache. She said, "I've had a migraine for 5 days. I don't know if I can sit here and do this hypnosis." And I said, let me think. I haven't really got on my oars here today, but I do have some peppermint. So I simply got a drop of peppermint and put it on my hand in some coconut oil, put some on the back of her neck and on her forehead, and a couple of minutes later she said the headache's gone. Now, I've also been using the oils in my home. We have a diffuser in every room in the house, simply because it's easier than unplugging them and moving them. So we've got one in our bedroom, and it's just great if anybody in the house has got a stuffy nose or they can't sleep. We can use the oils to really help with anything. And it's just amazing. Once you start using doTERRA oils, you will never go back, because They're just such a wonderful company, and there's so much support in our team. And that means anything that we need to know, any information, any questions, any recipes you want, all you need to do is jump in our little tribal page and ask, has anybody got any ideas for such and such? And somebody in there, it's often me, but it could be anybody, will come up with some solutions for you so that you can use your oils to start to really change your life. And we use the oils at home now. Instead of spray and white, we use our On Guard spray that you just put 40 mils into the glass bottle and fill it up with water and use that on the benches. And I use Easy Air when we've got the flu season coming on. In the morning, I'll put some On Guard on the soles of my feet because it just goes into the bloodstream very quickly and it can really help. I have a drop of frankincense under my tongue morning and night because it boosts your immune system. So now we're going to get on to the rest of our little class. So that's a little bit about me. So back to my computer. And so if you'd like to have something in your home that's safe and effective and affordable, and you can just reach for it in the middle of the night just to take care of your own family and their needs, you've come to the right place. Now, one more thing before we look at the oils, it's important to understand doTERRA doesn't prevent, treat or cure diseases. You see, actually, lifestyles prevent disease. doTERRA is about helping you to give your body what it needs to stay healthy. So we want to take action before the symptoms of any disease manifest. We want to build lifelong habits and culture because the actions that you take for yourself and your family are there to help you get healthy and stay healthy and well. You can use the oils to cleanse your environment so you reduce your exposure to toxic chemicals. And you also need to take time out and have a blend of sharing your time with your family and friends. Have fresh air, sunshine, and breathe that beautiful clean air. And we also need to look at digestion, hydration, and elimination. So that's our pyramid. It's not the diet pyramid, but it is the healthy pyramid to prevent diseases. Now, our body's equipped to cure, and that means just restore to full health and heal any disease. Because if your body created it, then your body can get rid of it. But what it does need is the right environment. So let's begin to learn what essential oils are and how they can actually support your body. Now, essential oils are naturally highly concentrated compounds that are found in the roots, the bark, the seeds, flowers, and other areas of the plant. They're made of volatile aromatic compounds, which are tiny organic molecules that are known to quickly transform from their liquid to their solid state, or from their liquid or solid state into the gaseous state when they reach room temperature. This is why they smell so beautiful when you've got them in a diffuser, or you've even wearing them on a bracelet, or put them in your car on a peg perhaps over the air filter. Essential oils are the things that give the plant its aroma, protect the plant from harsh environmental conditions and insects, play a role in the plant's pollination. They offer powerful, safe, affordable benefits without the side effects that people have when they're using chemicals. Now, historically, these essential oils were used in Egypt, Greece, Rome, India, China, and France. And you might even remember that baby Jesus was given frankincense and myrrh because they were valued as highly as gold. Now, some essential oils have also been shown to destroy all tested bacteria and viruses. Bacteria reside on the outside of the cell, and viruses on the inside, which is why antibiotics don't work with viruses. Now, most pharmaceutical antibiotics are not able to penetrate the cell wall or the membrane to fight the disease or the virus. So if you look at this little picture, in fact, you'll see within the cell, the virus lives on the inside, the bacteria on the outside. But doTERRA essential oils have the ability to go inside through that cell membrane and into the cell to fight that disease or that virus. Essential oils can penetrate the cell membrane and then eliminate or inhibit the growth of the viruses and bacteria. Now, everyday use of essential oils in the home, and what that means is we can use them in every area of our life. for immune support and protection, for calming and soothing, cleaning and hygiene, to help with focus and concentration. For example, I have some of my clients come in, they're students and they're going to university or school and they've got exams, and we often just not only clear away their emotional stuff, but we also make sure that they've got a little roller bottle with some oils in it for focus and concentration, so that they can really be able to do the study, and they use those oils just before they go into that exam, and they also tell me that it improves their memory. And we can also use them for seasonal environmental discomfort, and that means for hay fever, for colds and flu, so that we can reduce sickness and, as I said earlier, put it in the Play-Doh to calm down those children. Now, when you have your oils, I suggest that you involve the whole family. Don't just keep them to yourself, because it's about sharing health. That's really what we're talking about here. Show your family the oils as soon as they arrive. Just sit with them and show them the 3-minute video on a little website that I can put a link to below this as well. Because each person that joins Doterra, well, we can join and become just a wellness advocate, so we can get our oils for wholesale prices, which is wonderful. But if you are a wellness advocate, you'll also get your own website, and on that website there are 3 little information videos that are really short that you can just show to people, your family, your friends, to make it easier for them to understand a little bit more about Doterra. Now, also allow your kids to participate in making their own blends. I have one of my other friends who has some children with ADHD, autism. Well, I have a few with different things. And one of my friends actually contacted me first about the oils, and now she's one of my little Doterra team. She's also one of my soul sisters, and her children make up their own blends and they use them, and it's helped with the concentration, it's helped to calm them down and get rid of the anger, and she swears by them. So you can also make sure your kids understand that it's about helping them reduce sickness and making them happier. You can encourage everyone to get involved with the diffuser blends as well. So what we often do is, when I've got my grandkids around, I say, what smell would you like today? And let me tell you, I also use them in my grandkids' room. And I noticed one of my grandchildren, when he was over last week, he said, I've got a bit of a stuffy nose, Grandma, where's the easy air? And he's got a diffuser in the room that he uses when he comes to visit. And the other little fellow, when he sleeps over, he uses most often the lavender peace and the balance and the vetiver, so he gets a wonderful night's sleep. So, how do we introduce essential oils into our home? There are 3 main ways that we use oils: aromatically, and through our touch, and through inhaling. Nope, that was ingesting. Aren't I silly? So, we can use those oils aromatically, topically, or internally. And aromatically means that we can smell those oils. They're a powerful way to affect our memory, our hormones, and our emotions. Essential oils, when they're diffused or inhaled, can also be stimulating, calming, or soothing. Diffusing essential oils can also cleanse and purify the air. We can use them topically or touch, as I said a little while ago. Essential oils can be safely applied to massage or topical therapy. They can be put on little roller bottles on the soles of your feet, the back of your neck, on your wrists, on your temples, depending on what it is that you're using those oils for. The chemical structure enables them to pass through the skin for an immediate systemic response. And then they offer that therapeutic relief of the area of the application, just like I use the peppermint oil for the headache on one of my clients. Certain essential oils have also got a rich culinary history, and they can be used as a dietary supplement for targeting wellness. Now, internally, let me tell you, I have a few friends that are aromatherapists, and I've had a few of them say you can't ingest essential oils. Now, of the range of doTERRA oils, there are 37 that they actually say are safe for consumption. And what that means is they've been tested. And we're not talking about going crazy with your oils and drinking down a bottle of oil. What we're talking about is using them, for example, putting a drop of lemon essential oil in your water to alkalize your system. You might put 1 or 2 drops morning and night, which I do. It means using peppermint oil, for example, if you want to freshen your palate, or if you want to wake yourself up, it works brilliantly, and you can infuse that, or you can just pop a drop in a glass of water. It means using things like basil oil, which I've used making bruschetta, and all I needed was like 2 drops in the whole big tub of bruschetta, and it was just so wonderful because they are concentrated. And I've used many of the other oils in my cooking. I have some other friends who've made chopped mint fudge by putting 1 drop of peppermint oil in that. So there are lots of wonderful recipes, and again, not all oils are equal. Most oils are not made or prepared so that they can be therapeutically used internally. But Doterra are one of the rare companies that are standing behind it. And of course, we don't just grab any oil and drink it down, as I said. Each bottle actually gives you information as to what you can do, and whether things are safe for internal consumption, or whether they're more used for external. So back to my little PowerPoint here, which incidentally Gina made up, and I've just made a few changes to. So I want to thank you, Gina, if you get a chance to listen to this. Now, aromatically means that we can smell those oils. Smell can call up memories and powerful responses. And it actually takes about 8 seconds for a smell to get through the blood-brain barrier into that brain, so that it can calm us down or calm our children down very quickly when they do smell those oils. Now, examples of aromatic use, we can use it on our little bracelets, and incidentally I have one on today, and it's volcanic rock that I use to make these little beads, and of course they're really porous, so they're great, and I can smell my Motivate at the moment. We can use them in diffusers, so that we just put a couple of drops in the diffuser and let them go in the background in our home or in our office. And my husband uses his on his office desk. He uses elevation when he's finding he's tired or he's a little down, weary by the end of the day. He'll pop the elevation or Motivate or citrus bliss in that diffuser, and suddenly he's all pepped up and ready to go again. We can also use them in our car. I personally have got a little thing that I pop in my car that has a little bit of felt in it, so that I can put one of the oils on that and just freshen the smell of the car. But you can also use little wooden pegs and put a drop of oil on that, and it smells beautiful as it goes through the car. We can use a spray bottle. So for example, in my bathroom, I have a spray bottle with peppermint, lavender and orange, and I use that as a room freshener, but I also use it near the toilet so that people can use that to just change the fragrance of the bathroom. Now, you can also purchase all kinds of things, necklaces and beautiful things that you can use to wear those oils on you, and you can simply just smell from the bottle or put a drop on your hand and just inhale that. And there are also inhalers, which I've got as well. So there are lots of different ways that you can inhale those oils. Now, if we're putting them on topically, there's a general rule that we use, and that general rule is don't just use those oils straight. So what we want to use is a thing called fractionated coconut oil. Now, fractionated coconut oil is an all-natural carrier. It's got no odor, so it doesn't interfere with the fragrance. It's got no color, so it doesn't stain. It's soluble. It's readily absorbed into the skin for topical delivery. It increases essential oil distribution, and it won't clog up your pores. And it's not greasy either. It just softens and smooths dry skin, and it minimizes skin sensitivity. Now, let me tell you, I use this coconut oil for everything. I use it as a makeup remover, and I find it works better than the makeup remover I've already got. And so if you can add oils to that oil, and it'll also mean that your oils will go a whole lot further. And we usually use that coconut oil when we're making up diffuser blends. When we're making up little roller bottles that we can then put in different parts of, or on different parts of the body. So for topical use, we always dilute for children. And if you're a part of my team, you'll realize I often send out lots of information like the dilution rate that you can use with children as well. beneficial areas for using the roller bottle are placing them on the neck, the forehead and the temples, or perhaps the chest and abdomen, the arms, legs, bottom of the feet, hands during playtime activities. And again, avoid sensitive areas. We want to always remember to keep common sense as a main thing. Certain facial areas, like the areas around the eyes, the inner ears, and any broken or injured skin. Now, internally, you might want to have a little look through this, and I'm going to read it for you too. Because, as I said, there's a lot of hoo-ha about whether we can ingest the oils or we can't. Is it safe? Well, the answer is internal use of some essential oils is perfectly safe and worry-free when they're used properly. So always see the recommendations and the ideal amounts for information for appropriate oils. Always read the labels. Essential oils are concentrated, but if they're taken as recommended, they've got a positive effect on the immune system and on the gut. They can also be used in flavourings. Try basil for bruschetta, as I mentioned, or frankincense to boost your immune system daily by tipping up that bottle on your thumb and just pressing that on the roof of your mouth. Now, oregano, because also it's one of the highest, has the highest concentrate of antiviral, antibacterial. It's just like an antibiotic. So we can add a few drops of oregano oil to a capsule and just ingest those instead of antibiotics. So, as I said, we can tip up the bottle and just place that thumb on the roof of your mouth, or we can have it in a drop of water, or we can put it in empty capsules under the tongue in a glass of water or juice, or in a teaspoon with honey. Internal use. Now, amongst the single oils that Doterra currently offer, there are actually 37 safe oils for internal use. There are several ways to take those oils internally, as I mentioned. So we can cook with them. We can take them in drinks. We can place them under the tongue, on the roof of the mouth. We can put them in a veggie capsule and swallow. Now, the main reasons why you would use these essential oils internally is to support your immune system and its function, for supporting health of the respiratory tract, or to obtain antioxidants to protect against free radical damage, to aid in normal digestive processes, and they can also help ease indigestion or occasionally an upset stomach. They support your cardiovascular system. They provide cleansing for internal bodily systems, and they calm or support the nervous system. Now, as I mentioned, there is a recommended dosage, and I'm just going to bring that in closer so you can see that for children. So we always want to make sure that we use the recommended guidelines, because as I mentioned earlier, they're very concentrated, they're volatile. And as you look at this little picture, it will show you on those bottles, they will say whether they're not safe for internal use. And just here it says, do not to be taken. Safe for internal use, it says dilute 1 drop in 120 mils of liquid for dietary use only. Now, we can also locate the batch number on the bottom, and you can look up that batch number on that website